Okay. Had dinner. We're back for a little bit. Alright, we're back working on Chungus. See what we can get done here. I'm hoping we can at least get the shell done today. So we're going to be in some awkward positions here working on the shell. He's going to be tied up in the kitchen for a while. And I just swapped our last load of laundry. That's getting done today at least, so. Hope everybody has had a good evening so far. I have so much editing to do on the final project for this because I have got all kinds of video that I have recorded on this guy off stream. All kinds. Alright. I do have my fan running. It shouldn't be as obnoxiously loud as the space heater was. Because it's in a different position. But I figured we'll pop back on and try to get some more done on Chungus. Since he wasn't streaming tonight. Sorry, I try to stay in camera frame, but there are times where I will not be on camera frame because I need the better angle of being able to see what I'm doing. That doesn't quite coincide with the better camera angle. Sorry, this section is kind of pretty tightly compacted, so my arm's getting super tired super fast. I do think I need something different to listen to. Hold on one second. You guys can't hear it though, sorry. This will work. Okay. You guys shouldn't be able to hear it. I had too slow of a playlist going. For this, we need something a little bit more bouncy. Something with some tempo to it. Something with some energy. Now I have to figure out where we're gonna like put our little opening on this guy. So this one was here. This one was actually up here. So I've been bouncing around a little bit on this shell just to kind of keep me motivated, keep me interested. I get bored. Especially when it seems like it's taken forever to get through a certain area. I'm sure there are times where I would bounce around more on the Bob Ross stuff if I could get away with it. Can't really though. That one kind of has to have a method to it and a direction. So, work on getting our little armhole cutouts on our shell here. So his shell did get flattened out a little bit as we were adding the color. I was kind of afraid it was gonna happen because I didn't have the shell that tightly compacted on the top. So I was worried about that. But at this point, not a whole lot we can do. Like, I don't have time to come back in and rebuild this shell up in a dome. Sorry, I've got the other headphones back on. The wired ones right now. I'm not sure how much of a charge is left on the other ones at the moment. So I have to remember that I'm tethered. Okay. Now as soon as we get this color finished getting tapped in, I'm going to come back in with my line, my dark color, and do our shell segments on the top. What the fuck's it? Sorry. Like I said, I've got music going in my headphones. Are they even on the right ears? They are. Okay. These ones sound so different compared to the other ones. Okay, Chungus. Where am I going to put this piece? Okay. So we'll get this stabbed into here. You're done already?
It's gotta cook. It's not a long thing. I'm not sure if I screwed it up, but it's not a long thing to make.
What was there to screw up?
I may not have made the cream cheese soft enough, although it seemed to cream up okay, but it was thicker than I expected. The recipe talked about pouring the shit into the cups, and I had to spoon it.
Well, were you supposed to make it thin?
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I got it right. But I know enough to know I'm not gonna make myself sick, because I know what temperature to cook it at.
So the texture might just be a little different. Or whoever wrote the recipe didn't choose their words carefully.
It seemed to match all the other ones I found.
Okay. So we'll get this tapped into here. That's just kind of just flying in there in that section. That's not a tightly packed spot. I'm like, that's fine, but that's partly why we flattened out a little bit. Hopefully I've got enough of this fluffed to finish the top. I ought to. I didn't completely refill our Ziploc bag, but I got a little bit in there. I mean, I'll have to finish topping off the bag once we get done with this color, that's for sure. Before I put it back on its place on the wall.
Ew, definitely not that recipe.
What?
Sorry, no recipe I know for cheesecake involves the phrase, what was it? Lemon extract?
Lemon extract.
Or lemon, not zest, but just like water.
Lemon curd?
No?
Lemon juice.
Possibly. Yeah, no, the recipe I follow seems to follow just about every other recipe, so we'll see what happens.
The only thing I can think of is to keep something from, like, browning.
Well, it might be that I didn't thaw the cream cheese enough.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it went out smooth, so I don't think it's a problem, but we'll find out.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't quite thawed enough, it should finish thawing in the oven while you're cooking it.
Yeah, and I know what temperature to cook it to, so.
Did your pie filling look okay?
I haven't opened it.
I thought you were making cherry cheesecakes.
Yeah, I just haven't opened it.
I thought the cherry went in when you put it in the oven.
No, it goes in after it cools when it comes out.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought that got baked with it. Alright. At least Chungus is still sort of standing with the abuse I put him through, trying to get the top shell put together here. So I'm taking the brown shell color right up to our aqua edge line there. We're gonna have another edge line coming in up against that color. So if it's a little uneven, it's okay. But we want to try to be as close to that as we can. Alrighty. Alright, that's not bad, not bad. I have a spot up here somewhere that I need to make sure that we've filled in, because I saw a little bit of a thin spot and I was like, that will need attention. For sure. Sorry, there's a little bit of a potentially loose bit of fuzz there from the bottom. Just wanted to make sure that we got that all tidied up. Alright, now get this guy. This little bit of fluff tapped on into here. Alright, so get this put into there. Whoop! Careful! Let me shove you back further. Keep trying to break the tip of that needle off on that microphone. Let's not do that. Alright. So kind of have to fill that in a little bit more, double up on it, because the other piece kind of got a little bit of an arc to it. So this way we'll make sure that's covered. I'm being a little extra fussy here, like I was with the bottom, with the bottom stomach of the shell, because we've got our segment line's gonna come in over top of it. So I want to make sure that our camel color here gets fairly well attached. So are you going to be mad if you get a pink dinosaur?
I mean, not the color I would go with, but whatever.
Well, is there a color you would prefer?
I assume green.
Green?
Yeah, I assume.
I just don't have that many greens. Is
Blue,
there... Huh?
blue, red, basically anything but pink.
Okay, why don't you go pick out a blue off the wall? I only have 2 shades of red, so I don't think that's gonna help you. I need 2 shades.
A flood of light. Ding.
I need 2 shades of blue. Preferably one lighter than the other, so there's a difference between the two.
Well, I'd like to think if you've got multiple shades of blue here, there'll be different colors.
Well, some of them are close in color, so if you can try to pick 2 different blues.
Here you go, 2 different blues.
Okay, what do we got? We got cornflower and sailor. Alright. Momo got down off a laundry mountain.
Laundry mountain may not have been particularly comfortable.
Still, it was encouraging that he got up there.
Yes.
Just because the laundry's out of the dryer doesn't mean I folded it yet. That's a matter for later. One hurdle at a time here. Hang on, this song does annoy me. Now, where is this? Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Getting these guys here. This one all nice and tapped in. We're getting there. Got a little bit more work to go here on your shell, Chungy. I was gonna make it pink. So I guess it's good that I asked him what color. I still don't have that many different shades of green. Like, not that drastically different. I picked up a couple more shades of green for Christmas, but I was not given them yet. I'm not allowed to have them yet. Okay. So I did the bulk of the shell from the other side. So this is kind of the last bit that we have to tap in is on this side. And then I've got some chocolate brown that we're going to use for our shell lines. If we manage to get this filled in tonight. I know it doesn't really look like we have that much ground left to cover. But, whew, I feel like I've been shredding molasses here. Swimming through molasses, treading water. I feel like we haven't been getting anywhere very quickly on this part. I hope the limbs pick up the pace. I'm not sure what I want to do first. I might do the tail first and then move on to the limbs. Probably do the neck and head last. I think is going to be the plan of attack going into the next stage. Sorry, I do like to work in the smaller pieces, if only because it gives my arm a slight break and my neck a slight break. Alright. So this is thick enough where I'm confident with my hand being underneath where the needle's not going to go through in this section. If you are working with a thinner bodied creature, you might not want to have your fingers or hand in the line of fire. Just because you're working on a 3D creature doesn't mean the needle's not going to go through the other side. It is entirely possible. It can be done. Trust me, I speak from experience. So if there is even the slightest, remotest possibility that that could go through, try to find someplace else to put your hand, or find a different way to hold it. Or at least, you know, try to only keep your protected fingers in any potential line of fire, and keep the unprotected ones out of there. Because it does hurt if you poke yourself. And these are like kind of barbed needles. There's little notches cut into them. So do be careful with these. They are sharp. Alright. So let's see here. I'll get this one. Where'd you go?
I went to pull my things.
Oh, they don't cook that long?
Nope, 15 minutes. The safe internal temperature is 150.
Do they look right?
Kinda.
Are you doing your cookies now or no?
Not yet. I won't wait till this is, because I have to wait from the pool and I have to put the cherries on and test them and everything.
Oh, so you don't know if you have to redo it?
I may have actually gotten it better than my mother.
That's not really that hard, high of a bar to reach.
My mother would bake it until it browned.
Yeah, she overcooked everything.
That's not how you're supposed to. Yeah, she used to overcook it.
She never does anything the way it's supposed to be done. She makes it up as she goes. You know this. Though I don't know if she overcooked it on purpose or if she would just forget that it was in the oven. I mean, there was the whole thing where you realized that those cookies had been constantly overcooked. Okay. That section's taking a little bit of extra tapping there. Alright, I need some more brown. I know I didn't finish tapping that in that specific spot. Sorry, it might be a little crinkly there. The bag is going to be over there by the microphone. Shouldn't be a constant crinkle. If it gets to be a constant crinkle, I will move it. Okay. So we'll get this put into this spot. I wanted to use a different sized bit in this section. That's why I kind of jumped over a little bit. So, let's see here. Hopefully, this section will go in okay. Since I kind of jumped around a little bit. Like there was actually a height difference at one point between where I had worked and where I hadn't worked yet, and I was like, oh. I was like, well, not completely unexpected, but also yikes. Because it was a little bit bigger of a height difference than I necessarily expected. So we are using acrylic yarn. Oh, welcome, Kofi Bot. And welcome to Stream Elements as well. So we will, I've got a thin spot right there. I need to come back in and put a little patchy poo on that. Just a little bit of one. Whew, this section, man. It's a little bit softer in this section, which is okay, but yet also it's a little extra work we have to do to get that worked in. That, and I think my shoulders are just feeling it. With the position I am sitting in. Hey! Where'd he go? He vanished.
Yeah.
Could you reopen that window?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting hot with all this manual labor.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Chungus' legs keep wanting to go everywhere. But to see if we can stiffen them up a little bit when we add the color. If not, we can try to get the wire up in there still. if it comes to it. Doesn't have to be like a large amount of wire. I can probably tunnel through with my awl to get a big enough space to get a little bit of wire in there. Maybe on the joints. And then maybe just a little bit of a piece up in the legs. We'll see though. 'Cause I mean, he doesn't do too bad. I've also got his legs all bent in like 5 different directions here. So that's not helping. I was trying to figure out if that was just the shade of the yarn in that spot, or if it was a thin spot. Still not entirely sure. Definitely need some caffeine. Where the hell's my beta fish? Oh, there he is. He likes to hide from me, and then I panic after the other one mysteriously vanished from the tank. So now I have this moment of, where's the fish? But I think I see where he is. Alright. So we only have this little bit left. Well, it seems like just a little bit. It'll probably still take me forever. Because that's the way this guy's been going. Okay. So. Alright, so we got that bit there. I still have a thin spot. It's not a very big thin spot, but it is a thin spot. Right there. Do have a little bit of water in case we need to tighten up our fiber as we go if it decides to stop cooperating. Hopefully it doesn't. Alright, I've also got a thin spot right there. Alright. So, this guy is gonna go right about here. See if we can't get that oddly shaped spot into something a little bit more workable here. Hopefully we can. So hope everybody's doing all right. It is Christmas Eve Eve. And we are stabbing away on the Chungasaurus. Trying to get done as much as we possibly can. Okay. Stand up there, buddy. Okay. So this spot here needs a bit of tapping in. Alright. So again, just as a reminder, we are actually not going to be streaming on Monday. So I do apologize for that, but I'm going to be in the middle of stuff for Christmas. I will be a little bit busy for the day. I mean, I could try to stream in between, but I'm gonna have to keep getting up and dealing with kitchen stuff, so I don't want to be gone for an accidentally longer period of time than I intend to. Okay. So that's why I'm not planning on doing anything there. Alright, and this piece is a little bit of a bigger piece. So I was gonna put it somewhere else, but I was like, you know what? I do have that thin spot here that I would like to get filled in. All right. It's amazing how much time this top shell has taken just to get the color down on it. While I was recording, working on it, and I wasn't really getting that distracted while I was recording. And I was like, oh yeah, it's been, and then I'm like, oh, that's been a hot minute. Like, the smallest of sections were taking like upwards of an hour, and I was like, oh my god. Like, well then, indeed. I'm not even sure how long this has taken us so far, start to finish. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, he's in an awkward spot for my arm. I know it's a little awkward on camera. Tell you, my arm's definitely getting a workout. This right arm should be so much stronger than the left one now. When does she get her medicine again?
Or 11.
Okay. All right. Next bit of fluff, please. Okay. So we'll get that kind of tucked into there. I'm not trying to overlap too much, because then, you know, that's kind of overkill. But I do want it overlapped just a little bit onto that other section there. I mean, you can see our seams from us laying in. I just didn't want it to be too crazy. I didn't want there any gaps, basically. Oh my goodness. What was that?
That was me seeing if it firmed up enough for me to remove them and put them in the thing to put in the fridge.
Okay. I think we're still in the camera. Yeah. Keep losing my fluff. It keeps sticking to parts of Chungus that I don't realize. And then I look down and I'm like, where's the fluff? I swear I had more fluff on this table. Chungus keeps trying to walk away with all of it. Oh, goodness. Doesn't help when my arm is tired. My arm is like, no, I'm done. I'm like, no, 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 we're not done, we're not done, we're not done. And my arm's like, I kind of am. And I'm like, no, 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 no. We are nowhere near. Nowhere near, my friend. But this is a thicker section over here. So it's not surprising that it's getting kind of sloggy. Plus it also depends on the thickness of the fluff that I'm putting in here. Okay, so got a little section in here. Got a little bit of a thin spot down in here, so I wanted to make sure that I got that covered up. But we're slowly making progress. I mean, our zigzaggy shape that we had there is slowly dwindling. Kind of. So I think the only two things we have to worry about tomorrow are, well, husband has to make coleslaw tomorrow.
So hey, no more fucking plastic mixing bowls, because there's plastic bits all throughout these cheesecakes.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep. So I don't know if I did it right. I guess we'll never find out.
You don't have enough stuff to make another set?
No, I only got enough for one.
Had you opened the pie filling yet?
Yeah. Not like I would have use for it outside of this anyhow.
Harps is still open.
I don't want to fuck around again.
But you really, really wanted them.
Yeah, but I'm too fucking tired, and I don't have it in me to do it again.
Do you want me to try to do it?
No.
Because I will.
No, I appreciate the spirit, but it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. At least I got my checks, and I'll probably make my cookies at some point. It's okay.
Oh, no. That sucks. Well, damn. I thought my mom wanted them, though.
Yeah, but they've got plastic in them, dear.
Yeah, but I'm saying, do we need to...
I can find out.
Maybe Chungus won't be getting its shell done tonight. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, we've only got that little bit left. On this part. Okay. So it's a little bit tougher to get through the thicker spots. Just to make sure that we are attached in here. Okay. Oop, dropped it. Okay. So, tack that down there. We basically just want to keep filling in until all of our fiber fill on the shell is covered up. Yeah, I mean, we're like an hour in tonight, and I feel like we just haven't made much progress. Now, I'm supposed to stream tomorrow. That might get interrupted for a few minutes, maybe. Depending on whatever time the mother-in-law decides to make an appearance to do gifts. So...
Feel like coming with me to Big Walmart?
Big Walmart? Why do we have to go to Big Walmart?
I'm not finding any bowls to mix it in.
We've got my middle one off the mixing bowl. What are you talking about?
I'm worried about that because it has that divot in the bottom.
What about the ones on top of the fridge?
Are there any on top of the fridge? I didn't see them.
I thought they were in the back behind your big containers. Either there or they're in the bottom of the pantry.
Going to be using that for anything I'm putting in my mouth. It's been up with the cats. Someone was sicking them.
Oh, there's none in the bottom of the pantry?
Not that I saw.
Okay.
And at this point, honestly, I'm just going to get a fucking mixer. A mixing bowl.
Okay.
It can't be that much. So, what you want to come with?
I guess I can.
It's up to you. You don't have to.
Do you want the moral support?
Nah. I'd be okay either way. It's more a question of do you want to go out and deal with shit.
I guess I can?
Again, it's up to you. You don't have to. I don't need the moral support. I didn't want to just leave without asking if you want to go, because sometimes you do want to go. Or maybe you want to continue here working on Chungus. I don't know.
I mean, I'd like to work on Chungus,
okay,
but if you want me to go with you, I will.
No, I have no particular urge for you to come with me, okay?
Okay, I didn't know if you needed, my distraction.
No.
Okay, so you need another thing of pie filling.
I put plastic wrap on the one that I've got in there.
Is there enough?
Yeah, I never dished it out.
Oh, okay.
I literally just opened it.
Okay, and then you saw the plastic.
Yeah. What's more of herbs of heaven? Probably not.
They might.
They have weird stuff sometimes.
I mean, I don't know.
You know what? I'll go check harps first. Worst case scenario, I'm still going to Walmart.
Alright. Please be careful. Do you have your wallet? Do you have your phone?
Yeah, wallet, phone, keys. I'm good.
Okay. Alright, so this piece is a little bit thicker. So that's gonna take a few more minutes to get tapped in. This holiday season's been such a shit show. If it can go wrong, it has gone wrong. Because, of course. Alrighty. I just really didn't feel like getting dressed. I mean, I'm technically dressed, but I'm around the house dressed. I'm not go outside dressed. Not leave the property dressed. Like, my shirt's somewhat presentable, but I have, like, around the house or like just run outside real quick fuzzy pants on. I actually have a pair of shorts on under those, so it's no wonder my legs are hot. It's still like 60 degrees out. This is some wild ass temperatures for this time. Of the year here. Okay. I think last night I worked on this thing from like 6:37 to like just after midnight. No, we did take a break for like a half an hour. And we went for a quick walk just to get some air. I gotta tell you, my neck's about had it with this project though. My neck's not liking the jarring. I mean, it's not that bad for a normal person, really. It's just my neck's not good to begin with. So it's been a little extra tedious. But look at that. We are filling this guy in. So what does your Chungasaurus look like? Do you have your own Chungasaurus? So I'm not sure if I ever fully explained the story behind Chungasaurus. Husband was having a real bad time right after he had his court call for his appeal. And he was just kind of like locked into depression dread mode pretty badly, where all he was doing was just kind of like laying in bed staring at his phone. So I like kept trying to talk to him and he wasn't really engaging, and it felt weird. I felt like I was ignoring him by not trying to talk to him or get him to engage in anything. So, me being me, after I had finished up stream one night, decided that I would try to do something, and climbed up on the bed, and like he was under the covers, so I was like kind of like half crawling on top of him and crawled up near his head, and I was like making like cow noises. I was like meow, meow. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I was pretending that I was a dinosaur, like trying to eat his arm hair, or trying to eat the hair on his head. And then he finally started laughing. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, trying to get you to not be stuck in dread mode. I'm trying to distract you by something else incredibly stupid. So that is sort of how Chungasaurus evolved. I know it's silly. But it did the job. So now it's sort of become an inside joke. So now whenever he's like laying on bed and is almost looking like he's starting to enter severe dread depression mode, I'm like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here comes the Chungus. Chungy's coming for ya. So then I decided, well, what better for Christmas this year than very own Chungus? Did they have something?
No. They had plastic bowls, but we've already learned why not. I don't want that.
Oh, I'm surprised you just didn't get the cream cheese there at
I did. That's what I made you.
No, I'm surprised you just didn't get it at Walmart.
Oh, okay.
Hey! Oh, there's the fish.
I grabbed a fresh thing of cherries in case I get weird.
What about that glass Pyrex bowl?
I don't want to fuck about and find out.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go get a cheap mixing bowl at Walmart.
Okay. Just trying to save you the trip.
No, I appreciate it.
He doesn't want to use the bowl from my stand mixer, because there's like a little peak in the middle of it. So like the bottom's not all one level. I think he's afraid that it's not gonna... Yes? Oh.
It was making rattling noises everywhere I went.
I'm saying, let me out.
Love you.
Love you. Be careful, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do 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 do. Because Walmart's hours don't change until tomorrow. And tomorrow, I think they're open 6 to 6. Whew. Alright. So now, Chungus, what's happening here? You're like grabbing all of the fluff that you don't need. Okay. Work on getting this tapped into here. Alrighty. And I think... Oh, no. Ah. Chungy. Chungy, this is a very awkward angle for me. Everything I've had to do up by this neck joint has been terribly awkward. So I apologize if you can't really see that well. I'm having trouble seeing. Like, I can't find a comfortable spot to get that section in where I can see, and I feel like you guys can see. Wow, either I don't have very many songs on this particular playlist that I'm listening to. Again, you guys can't hear it because it's not stream safe music. Or it just really likes a couple of these songs more than others. Do 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 do. Alright, so are you guys ready for a holiday? Did you already celebrate? Are you not celebrating? What is everybody doing? What are you up to tonight? Finishing up wrapping presents. Or are you all done sitting pretty? And just in wait mode? Alright, Chungus is gonna be off screen for just a second. the only way I can get in here and get this one spot. Okay. Poor Chungus, I'm like, got your feet all kinds of... I thought I had more fluff in all kinds of different directions here. Okay. So, this guy, I want to take a little bit of that and stab it into that area. There's a little bit of a thin patch right there. So I just want to kind of take care of that now. Oh, doing the trim around this neck is going to be quite the trial. Just because of the angle I'm gonna need to be at. Alright. Starting to make some progress here. Getting that stabbed in. Oh, that went through. I felt that just barely tap my hand. Oh, that went into the finger protector. It stopped before it actually poked me though, so sometimes they help. Sometimes. Alright. So we'll get this tapped into here. I have a feeling I'm going to be making cookies tonight. I don't think it's necessarily going to be an all-nighter, but I'm really hoping. I really didn't want to cancel stream tomorrow. I really want to get this guy done, or at least give it a valiant effort. Whew. Come on, Chungy. We can do it. We can at least get this brown filled in by the time he gets back from Walmart. I believe in us. We're certainly going to give it a good try. Alright, so this guy. Get that one tapped into there. I almost need 2 cameras because of how awkward this guy is. Alright, tell you what, Chungus, you can lay like that for right now. And I'm hoping that we can strengthen up your leggies here. In a few minutes. At some point. Alright, so we'll get this tapped into here. It wouldn't be so hot if I, or wouldn't be so bad if I didn't feel so hot. I kind of want to take these pants off, but I know if I have to run the dog outside, I'm gonna want them, and I don't want to feel, I don't feel like taking them off and on, off and on, off and on. Kind of situation. Alright, well, our shape is slowly dwindling here for what we have left to fill in. So that's something. Even if it doesn't feel like it. It's some sort of accomplishment. Did I not? Did I grab the last bit? I didn't think I did. I don't see any stuck to his feet. Maybe I did. And here I thought, I was like, oh no, this is gonna be way more than enough. I mean, I think we'll have enough fluffed now of this color. The light color blue he picked is like one of the lowest blue bags I have full. When he handed it to me, I was like, shit. It's like, okay. But it's gonna be an accent color, so I might not have to fluff much of that. That was a vehicle going by. That I had no control over. That was very obnoxious, and I apologize. There wasn't dick I could do about that. Okay. So grab a little bit more of this. I'm getting antsy, like I just want to be done this color. Kind of like how when we were working with the green on the bottom, I've been dealing with this color for days now. And I'm like, okay, I want to move on. I am ready to move on. We're getting so close. So very close. All right. All right. That is kind of thick. All right. See about getting that piece stabbed into there. Do 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 do. Oh goodness, I will say these headphones are starting to hurt my ears. Like my ears are getting sore. Like my skin is sore on them. This is the wired ones. I think I had them a little too tight by accident, I guess. Okay. So let's see, we'll get you. Attached into here. the way I'm moving my head, these things feel like they're gonna fall off. I'm not sure why. I think I might be pulling on the wire. I got so used to not having the wire that quickly. And now that I have the wire back on the other pair, I'm tethered again. Oh no. So this is what, like gonna be 2 hours by the time we get this? Finally all colored up. If we're lucky. It really didn't seem like it was that large of a patch that still needed to get filled in here, but maybe it was. Okay. So let's see here. We'll tap you into here. So close. Alright, Chungus. It's going down, Chungus. Can Chungus dance? I don't know. That's a good question. I really don't know if Chungus can dance. Okay, so I have to add in a patch right through here, because there is a thin spot there. And of course we still have to fill in this other spot here. I honestly don't know if we'll have this filled in before he gets back. That's looking a little questionable, to be perfectly honest at this point. Okay, I need to stretch for a second. Stretch out my arms and stuff and rest for just a second. Okay. Actually, I think I need to swap headphones. So, give me 1 second. These other ones are, I think they're starting to upset me. but I'm not certain that they're starting to upset me. Okay. All right. Just the sensory of them. With everything else I'm trying to do at the moment was getting to be a lot. Because this section is taking quite a bit of fussing. It's pretty solid in there. Okay, so we need that little bit of a patch. To kind of tuck that into there. So like I said, if I get any thin spots now, I want to deal with them right now. Because as we go forward, we're just gonna end up making them bigger. Okay, so probably 2 more bits of fluff, maybe. Like, I don't think 1's gonna be enough to cut it here. Yeah, so we'll need 1 more little tiny bit of this color. To finish up this section. Okay, like 2 more bits then. Because that one section got a little bit thinner on me. Than I was expecting. Alright. So after this we got that one last little spot there. And then we'll have the shell color filled in. Okay, I need the tiniest little bit here. I do mean tiny. Okay. I do think I need to get up here for a second, though. Whew. Turn the fan up a little bit. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, it's a little bit better now. I can feel the fan. Okay. Alright, so that's attached. Chungus doesn't want to stand up now. That's not a surprise. Okay, I do need to run to the ladies' room real quick. So I'm gonna run an ad. I desperately have to pee. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna throw up the puppy potty thingy. Okay. Sorry about that. That's a little better. It was becoming extremely distracting. Alright, so for this we're going to use some water, because I want this to be a bit of a tighter piece here. Alright. And we're gonna pick a spot up in here and just kind of go for it. But hey, we're on another color finally. Now we can try to twist it to try to get it a little bit tighter. If we need to. But we don't want to twist it too much. Like, you don't want it super tight. Definitely don't want it to be super, super tight. If you are gonna twist it, just do like a loose twist. So if you get it too tight, you're not going to be able to get that needle through there. Oh, give me that, Chungus. Chungus keeps trying to eat everything. Hang on, I gotta check something. Okay, sorry about that. I smelled something funny, and I wasn't sure. Oh, I didn't take the puppy thingy down. Sorry about that. Smelled something funny and I didn't know what it was. Might just be coming from my fan. So that's fine. Lost the piece of fluff. I don't know where it went. Might be attached to me somewhere. Oh wait, there it is. Ah. Found it. Alright, I'm just making another little fluff snake here. Okay. So, how am I gonna do this? Alright. This is gonna be a little awkward, Chungus. So I'm gonna overlap those just a little bit. And I've got this like right up on the edge of our lighter brown here. As we try to work on our turtley shell here. Well,
nice bowl set with lids, so I can put it away and not have to freak out about cats getting sick in it.
okay.
Some regular size things, because I did it with the jumbo size, and I forgot that the reason I don't do the jumbo size.
I didn't think we'd bought the jumbo size.
We did.
Because I had them...
That's the ones I pulled out.
Oh.
But, yeah. And then, guess what I found? Pizza wheel.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't care, but damn it, I have to cut the pizza, and I like this fucking thing.
Well, no, when I had asked if we were going to replace it, you were like, no.
Yeah. I saw it, and B, it was cheap enough.
Okay. Is that one that we can take apart?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same fucking model.
It looks similar. It looks a little smaller, but it looks similar. Alright, do you want me to make these this time?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to wash everything up, and I'm going to make them tomorrow.
We have time tomorrow?
Yeah. Why wouldn't we?
I don't know.
Yeah, I can do them in the morning.
We're finally on to a different color.
Yay! Someday I'll be a real dinosaur.
Wow. What?
Oh, nothing. I'm just done with today.
Well, I'll get the laundry before I go to bed. Or do I need to stop and get it now?
No.
Alright. So, get the rest of our trimming on here. Like, it's okay if it's not right on the edge of where we want it to be, because we still have to do...
So this one doesn't split apart, you just pull the wheel off.
Is it supposed to be pulled off, or did you just...
Appears to be.
Okay.
Now this might be smaller. I guess we'll find out.
Let's see, it looks a little bit smaller. Not by a whole lot, but by a little bit. Okay. So, this put into here. I want to be careful right in here because I don't know how thin this particular spot is. So I don't want to go too crazy. Because these two fingers are not protected. I don't have enough finger doodles for that. So I know this isn't going to be like perfect on this trim, but we're going to try. Our darndest. You said you did get another thing of pie filling?
Yeah.
So are you going to get rid of the one that you opened since it's going to be in there overnight? Husband has food anxiety, so... It's more than likely fine. But husband is how he is. All right. So, we've kind of got our trim started here. So, like, sometimes if you make it a little bit thick, you can try to, like, tap it a little bit extra. And sometimes you can tighten it up a little bit. Sometimes. Not all of the time. But sometimes. Because we're working with some strands here. And we're trying to get it into a specific location. Gonna take us a little bit of extra tapping just to make sure that we are in a good spot here. There. So sometimes when you're working with the smaller strands, you're trying to outline stuff. It can take a little extra time. Just to make sure that you're tapped into place. Definitely getting windy out there still. Or staying windy. I guess it has been somewhat windy most of the day. Oh, Kofi Bot. Hi, Kofi Bot. So after we get our outline done, then we have to kind of figure out what our shell pattern's going to be. Okay. Let go. Stop. Okay. So, get this guy tacked into here. Alrighty. I feel like we're starting to make some progress here. Though I have a feeling we're definitely not going to get Chungus done. I could work on Chungus from 6 a.m. to like 9 p.m. tomorrow, and I still don't think we'll be done. Just because I'm concerned how long these limbs are going to take. All right. Okay. So, it doesn't take as long to outline, fortunately. So that is one saving grace, I guess. Alright, Chungus's tail might be in the way a little bit there. Sorry if it is. Okay. So I need that to go there, or at least stay there out of the way. At least for a few minutes. Alright, so we're about halfway around the edges here. Chungus, I need you to cooperate. I know it's awkward, Chungus, trust me. I really don't want to be all up in your business either, but kinda don't have much of a choice here, Chungy Pants. Not really. Alright. So we'll get that. Tapped into there. You okay? Alrighty. Alright. So we're about here, and we still have to get to up in front of the front leg. So we're getting there before we're completely outlined. Okay. So, overlap that a little bit there. Okay. We're getting somewhere. I don't know how far we're gonna go on this tonight because I'm getting twitchy. Which upsets me. Okay, so this will tack into there. So this one's kind of like all over the place here. Like our little tails here. It's not a huge deal. Okay. Just a little bit more. You gotta get up and around the other leg. And across the other side of the stomach here. Okay. So I don't think I've got quite enough length on this piece. I think we're gonna have to add a little bit more to it. And that's okay.
Well, there's some good news. My will eat the cooked chicken cold.
Oh?
Yeah. She didn't eat as much as I would like her to, but again, I don't know.
I mean, we have been feeding her a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how much of it is her mouth hurting her and how much of it is her not being hungry anymore. So, just guess keep an eye out. I'm going to try to bring her some more after when I go to give her meds.
Okay.
See if she'll take it.
How bad was Walmart? Well, that's not good. How bad was Walmart?
Not too bad.
So this right here isn't a huge deal. We can fix that with the leg color. So not too bad. Are we gonna be like just short? No, we might make it. Looks like we're gonna make that. Oh geez, what on earth is going on? That sounded like a cop car. We don't often hear the cops go flying past the house. Alrighty, so we've got you all trimmed out here, my friend. Alright, so now we have to figure out what we want to do for a shell pattern. Like, shell patterns are kind of willy-nilly, right? Or are they symmetrical?
They tend to be symmetrical, but you do you, honey. This is your vision.
Yeah. Ah! Alright, so I'm gonna anchor here. Had it started raining yet?
It drizzled a little, but that was about it.
Alright, let me see. Alright, you guys, I think we're gonna stop there. I might continue to work on this tonight. Maybe. If I do, I'll record it. If not, then we'll pick up working on the shell pattern tomorrow. I need to stop. My neck's getting locked up. I will talk to you guys tomorrow at some point.